Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from Grady Tech, and in this video, I'll be unboxing the Oppo Reno 6 5G and doing a quick hands-on review. So here's the box. Oppo has launched this phone in India only in one variant. It's priced at 30,000 rupees and comes with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. It's available in two colors, Aurora and Stellar Black. We have the black color with us right now. Now the main highlighting features for this phone would be its impressive cameras, amazing looking display with 90Hz refresh rate, and most importantly super fast charging speeds. Besides that, we also get top of the line performance with a Dimensity 900 processor. Overall, this phone definitely packs a lot of cool things, so without any further delays, let's unbox it. So here's the box once again. There's a huge 6 on the front and it says Oppo Reno 6 5G. On the back we have some more information. And once we unbox it, first we have a smaller box. Following that is the phone itself. Next we have a 65W SuperVOOC 2.0 charger, a USB Type-C charging cable, and we also get earphones inside the box. Now back to the smaller box, we get some documentation and a soft silicone case. Now once we remove all the stickers from the phone, this is how the phone looks on the front and this is how the phone looks on the back. Now let's have a physical overview. On the back, this phone has a fiberglass panel with a nice matte finish with a pretty cool pattern underneath. Well, I'm not 100% sure if it's glass or fiberglass, but it kinda feels plastic. It has a nice matte finish, it doesn't attract any fingerprints, and this Stellar Black definitely looks pretty premium. At the top, we have the camera module with triple camera setup, and at the bottom, we have just the Oppo branding. On the front, we have a pretty impressive looking display with a punch hole design. Above the display, we have just the earpiece and some sensors, and below the display, it's completely plain. As for the chin, it's pretty small. Now for the sides, this phone actually has a complete flat design, just like the iPhones, which is something I really like. On the right side, we have the power button with a nice green accent color. At the top, we have just a secondary microphone for noise cancellation. On the left side, we have the volume buttons, which are once again flat. Buttons are made of metal, they have a nice clicky feel to them, and they are sufficiently elevated. Finally, at the bottom, we have the SIM card tray housing two nano SIM slots, followed by the primary microphone, USB Type-C charging port, and the speaker grill. By the way, there is no audio jack on this phone. Now, as for the form factor, this phone has a thickness of 7.59 mm and weighs just 182 grams. In hand, it feels pretty sleek and has a bit of weight to it. Now 182 grams is definitely not heavy, but because of the weight distribution of this phone, it kinda feels heavy. Not a big problem, maybe you can get used to it in 1 or 2 days. Now these are the complete specifications of this phone. On the rear, this phone has a triple camera setup with a 64 megapixel primary camera with f1.7 aperture, followed by an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera with 120-degree field of view. Following that is a 2 megapixel camera for taking macro shots. For selfies, we get a 32 megapixel camera with f2.4 aperture. When it comes to display, this phone sports a 6.4-inch AMOLED display with Full HD Plus resolution with 90Hz screen refresh rate, 430 nits of brightness with a peak brightness of 750 nits. As for performance, this phone sports a Dimensity 900 processor with Mali G86 MC4 GPU with 8GB of LPDDR4X RAM and 128GB of storage. This phone also comes with multi-cooling system with graphite heat dissipation. We also got Z-axis linear motor for a better gaming experience. Now when it comes to the battery department, this phone is powered by a 4300 mAh battery, supports fast charging, and comes with a 65W SuperVOOC 2.0 charger. You can completely charge this phone from 0 to 100% in just about 28 minutes. So that's really some impressive charging speeds. Oh, by the way, this phone actually supports reverse charging, so you can use your phone as a power bank to charge other phones as well. Well, most people won't do it, but if you want to do it, you can do it with this phone. Now this is how the phone looks once we turn it on and set it up. This is how the UI looks like, the home screen. We also got an app drawer. This is the notification panel. Now here's the about page. This phone is running ColorOS 11.3 based on Android 11 with the July security patch, which is pretty decent. As for the storage, we get about 109GB of space for our user apps and user data. And out of that 8GB of RAM, we get about 4.7GB of RAM free right out of the box. Now this is the camera interface. We got the default photo mode. On the left side, we got the video recording mode followed by the dedicated night mode. On the right side, we have the portrait mode and the more camera features option. We got a pretty similar interface even for the front facing camera. Now these are some sample shots. Now let's test the speaker loudness. This phone just has a single speaker at the bottom, and this is how it sounds. So guys, that's how the speakers sound. It's not too loud, but sufficient for regular media consumption, ringtones and alarms. Now let's test the fingerprint scanner. This phone actually has an in-display fingerprint scanner and it's pretty fast. It almost unlocks the phone within a second. Here's a quick preview. This phone also got the face unlock feature, and once again it is blazingly fast. In good lighting conditions, it almost unlocks the phone in less than a second. Even in low lighting conditions, it's pretty fast, unlocks the phone mostly within a second, depending upon the lighting conditions. In complete darkness, it still works, but takes about 1 to 2 seconds, depending upon the brightness and the distance between your face and the phone. Overall, you can definitely use the fingerprint scanner and the face unlock features without any issues. Now, one of the most impressive things about this phone is its haptic engine. Well, usually most companies or most phones, especially in this price segment, don't offer you any decent haptic engine, while this phone does. You can definitely notice the difference in haptic feedback for regular tasks like unlocking the phone as well. So if you're someone who's too picky about your phone or something, like this haptic engine is definitely not a premium feature, but something that can improve your overall experience. Now before I conclude, these are the benchmark scores. So guys, this is the new Oppo Reno 6 5G. The thing that makes this phone the most unique phone in this price segment, or the thing that makes it special, would be its overall design, those flat edges, along with a good haptic engine, super fast charging speeds, and an amazing looking display. So if you're looking for a retail phone around 30,000 rupees with all the premium flagship like features, with a good design and build, you can definitely consider this phone. Whether you're a normal user, heavy user, or even a gamer, I can definitely recommend you this phone. So guys, what do you think about this phone? Do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. With that said, this is Nikhil signing off. See you in my next video.